Temi right here on the call with us. Hi, Temi. Say hi to the people.
Hi, Arena. Hi, everyone.
Uh, I was extremely curious to find out more about you, about your childhood, how you chose to be an artist, how you pursued your career, because you have so many interests that you're broadcasting yourself into. And I wanted to find out more about you.
Okay. First off, let me start with my name. My name is Temi Izebada, and I'm from Nigeria. And I'm 21 years old. And I've always been passionate about media and communications, right? I've always wanted to know what it is about, why they do it, and how they go about it. So every time, I think when I was much younger, I usually used to read books, like a lot of books. Like I could see a paper on the floor and I'm picking it. I'm so glued to the book. And I always watch the TV. I listen to radio, and then I hear people do their, oh, hello, good morning, my name is blah, blah, blah. And then I always try to imitate them. I didn't actually put too much, attention. Like I don't necessarily have to read or check out something to know what they do. I could just take any book or any product and then start to advertise and act like, oh, this is toothpaste. Then go get stuff like that. Like it just started, and I noticed that I've always loved this. I always love to talk to people. I love having conversations with my friends and a lot like that. And it just grew. And I was wondering, oh, okay, I can do something like this. So I got into school, and I'm in post secondary institution, and then I went ahead to study media. That's mass communication here in Nigeria. So I got a diploma, and then I came out. And honestly, it was not easy. I thought life was going to be all that easy, but life isn't that easy because I had envisioned to just like envisioned the life that I wanted, and it was just to go to secondary school and then university and then come out, get a job, and then start making money, and then I'm swimming in money. But life isn't like that, honestly. I had gone through a lot. I can't even lie. I mean, when I came out, I after the diploma course, I was supposed to intern, right? I searched, I went almost everywhere in this Nigeria to find a suitable place for me to intern media related. But I was rejected many of the times. I got tired and I was like, okay, I'm not doing this again. I think I actually lost, the zeal. I actually lost the zeal. And I used to be a very determined person, but I don't know, all of a sudden it was just, but I think that's life anyways. So I kept on trying, but I didn't get a media house. I didn't get to intern at a media house. So I started to intern at an insurance company in their HR department, and then they loved me because, and still I had this vibe of a media person. It was still, there, and people like every time people like, "Are you a media student?" I was like, "Yeah." Oh, I see that. Don't worry. So I mean, I think I started podcasting also at age 16 because I thought to myself, okay, nobody's going to accept me in this media house. So I started podcasting myself, and then funnily enough, I did not even like get more information. I think I'm lacking when it comes to that because I just jump right into something. Go I don't go make my research, which is a very bad thing. Like that is one habit I don't like about myself. So I just get into it. I don't try to get information. I don't try to make my research, and it does really affected me. But yeah, on the like in the process with podcasting, I was able to get more information on how to do this, how to do that, what to do to improve, audio editing and all of that, and it did work for me. So I think yeah, 2022, 2020, yeah, 2020 was coronavirus period, and then the COVID-19 period, yes. And then I was podcasting more, and then I got back into school in 2021. So around that time, I think that was when life started to show me serious. In Nigeria, we call it shaggy, serious premium problems. More like challenges. I started to think more like, because my head, I was like, it's not supposed to be that hard, but it was actually hard. You know, I'm not going to say that I've gotten to the place I want to be at right now. But I mean, it's a matter of time. I'm progressing, and I actually know I'm progressing, and it's a good thing for me, and I'm actually excited about it. You know, and 2023, I partially got into tech. I transitioned into tech, and I've loved it ever since. I mean, coding is not any small business. It's a lot because I am someone with no mathematics background. I have never liked mathematics. I have never ever liked it. Anything relating to statistics, calculations, sciences, it's not me. So, but like, I got into this software engineering program last year, and so far so good. I mean, I've deferred before, but then I had to come back because this is what I wanted to do. This is what I want to do. I'm determined. I actually want to see this through to the end. So yeah, throughout, I'm here. I'm exploring new, opportunities, trying to see, oh, what is right for me, what is not right for me. How do I want to do this? Do I actually want to continue, or do I want to drop this one? And I mean, I would say that somehow I am suffering from tutorial hell, and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed because I'm trying to like juggle a lot of things together. But at the same time, I think it's just me exploring, me trying to see which is right for me and which is not right for me. And with the advice from a lot of you and my peers, they actually told me to like see which one is good for me. That I shouldn't actually rush it. I shouldn't feel overwhelmed. I should take the unnecessary things off my plate. And so far so good. I think it's been working, and I've had my focus on one thing, which is tech, like web development and design. And it's been great. Yeah.
I keep seeing the posts you have on LinkedIn, and you explore really good designs of mobile applications right now. Is that what you're thinking that your interest is going to go?
Yes, actually, yes. Design.
The design UI, UX of the mobile applications?
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's
That
been fun. It's beautiful to look at images, pictures, illustrations, and not just dipping my head into like some codes. And I mean, it's coding is nice, but like, if I'm even done with the program, I don't think I would, want to focus on coding. But I could just have like a surface knowledge of it, which is very okay. But me actually specializing in that, I don't think so. But design is actually pretty because I get to see images. I am happy with what I'm seeing. I mean, it's fun. So basically, that's why I would go
And
into.
I think it's not only fun, but it also brings out your ability to communicate. Because since 16, so that's over 5 years, you've been working on communication and being able to describe your feelings, your thoughts about the products, about the other people, about yourself. And in the UI UX design, explaining how the product works, that is a communication skills that a lot of people who are going into graphic design, um, using the formal education, typically they're not expecting to major in a communication study. They're expecting to just look at the pictures, draw it out, and show people a picture instead of
Yeah.
actually communicate it. And your skill in communication, not only with people, but also some knowledge with the development world, that you know a bit how to code, rough idea, that's helpful for you to understand how the developer thinks, how the designer thinks, and how clients think as well, because you've been through all those three sectors. Do you think that's helpful?
Yes, it is really.
That's what I found out. I started as an artist. My grandma taught me how to draw, and I decided to go into graphic design so I don't have to deal with people. So I can just draw. and show people pictures. It turned out to be not at all like that. It turned out to be a lot of communication, a lot of describing case studies, a lot of psychology. Okay, why things work and why things don't work. And I was like you, I was struggling because it was something that is different from my natural things that I like. But through the time that I pursued the struggle and I graduated the degree, I learned that I like people better than I like art.
Mm,
And that led to the creation of the Azure agency ultimately, because I wanted to run an agency, I wanted to become free. And I found out that a lot of us as creatives, we have challenge in looking into one specialty. We have a lot of interests in different areas, and we figure out how to combine them all and use them in a specific creative way. And if we have a traditional job or an internship, it typically uses only a portion of our abilities, only a small part of it. And as Azure, I want people to be able to place themselves um, in an environment where they can explore all of their interests. Just like in the beginning when I met you and you were asking, what are my responsibilities? What am I supposed to do? I'm saying, do it all. Do it
right.
all. Exactly.
I mean, it's been a great, and I mean, it's been a roller coaster of emotions, if I may say, because I think I've done a lot of things that didn't work out. I've done a lot, honestly. Thinking back at it now, I'm like, oh, really? What was I thinking? I mean, I had tried to, you know, I tried YouTube, podcast a lot. And I wouldn't say completely, but I had failed at some point. I'm like, oh, do I actually want to continue? Is this actually working? You know, I actually want to be out there. I actually want to be someone who's going to be very like popular one day. But I think I didn't put into consideration that I am going to be going through a lot. I didn't put into consideration that, oh, okay, there are going to be challenges, there are going to be struggles. I just thought in my head that everything's going to be going smoothly, that, you know, no obstacles, which is not possible, and I had wanted to like give up many times. And here in Nigeria, the our yes slogan is no good for anybody, which means do not settle for less, like do not give up. Like giving up is not an option. So some quotes like this are actually like pushing me to be better, to be myself, to be a better version of me, you know and I'm grateful for like few of my friends. I keep telling me, "Oh no, don't give up." And yeah, because I remember a time when I used to like run a WhatsApp channel. It was a thing here where you have to. It was more like you are an influencer, but like just WhatsApp, and it did fail because in my head I'm like, okay, let's try something, but it didn't work. It didn't work out. I tried to like maybe venture into the business world, maybe trying to like sell, like buy and sell it. But that's definitely not my path because I am not that type. I don't know how to meet. Not like I am not even good at maybe persuading people or negotiating prices with people, but I don't have that energy to be going to the markets and then coming back and then trying to steal these and then package these and sell. That's not me. So I don't have that energy, and maybe trying to, because here you have to post, of course, digital marketing. You have to post on your social media pages and all of that, and it's a no for me. That's not me. That's not what I want to do. So I've actually done a lot of things, and I feel like it's just me exploring. It's me exploring, and I think I like it. Anyways, it's just part of my story.
So you tried doing a podcast through WhatsApp, which is very interesting. I never heard of using WhatsApp. Well, once I heard that WhatsApp is used for social media, but because I don't use it often myself, for me it's just a phone number that can receive texts pretty much. I like it because it's international, because people from international numbers, they don't have the fees to be able to text to anybody, and I love it. As communications channel, I think it's great, but for marketing, I don't know how to use it. I haven't explored it or tried it out. Just starting out the YouTube right now and creating some content. And I think it's gonna take a lot, because what I've seen is people that start and keep going for years. Those are the people that have successful channels, not the people that posted one, two videos and all of a sudden they have 2 million likes. Um,
Yeah.
it takes years of content and
Yeah,
consistent content creation
consistency. Mm.
for people to realize that, okay, this person is legit, this person is reliable, they're going to keep posting something I'm interested in, and then they're going to
Mm.
be following. If there is none of that and you just started, I mean, we started a month ago, and you helped me create and start the YouTube channel. You're like, okay, we got to have this channel right here, this one, you got to have videos here, videos here, videos here, post over there, post over there. So your help is extremely valuable because you keep pushing me forward, because you know what to do. I might not know how to do it, but I know how to figure things out. And I think it's the biggest job of a creative is to be able to go into something that you don't know, try to figure it out, see if it works. If it doesn't, don't waste the time on it. Or if it doesn't, try to find another approach to
And
it, come back to it
exactly.
later when you
Yeah.
know better.
Yes. True.
And I feel like that's what you've done. You've been touching certain areas. You're like, okay, that works. Okay, that doesn't. Okay, that doesn't. Okay, that works. Experimenting. And
Yeah.
a lot of people, they settle. So imagine if you went through your schooling and then you got an internship and it was linear. Imagine you got an internship and then you got a regular job in an HR to just post some social media posts just for that area right there. It wouldn't let you explore the things that you've done because you'd be satisfied. Maybe, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But most people, they get satisfied. They get a regular job, they got to pay the bills, their family's growing, and they stop exploring. What I like about your failures is that they didn't let you stop exploring. And
Yeah.
that's why you have the skills in those different areas that you tried them, and you got into a way different interest than the one you started with.
Yeah. I think I was having this same friend yesterday, and we were talking about, would I settle to be like in my comfort zone, or would I always want to like try new things? And I really thought about it. I don't think I want to, like, I mean, we all want to be comfortable, we all want to be okay, like rich, maybe, let's say, comfortable in the sense that you're able to pay your bills, sort out anything, you're wearing good clothes and all of that things. But do we actually want to sit in a place and just keep living life? I don't think so. I think for me, I actually want to like keep trying. I want to see what is next for me, because I can't even lie. I used to call myself a philomath. I mean, someone who likes to explore, someone who likes to, you know, face a lot of like challenges. Here now doesn't actually mean difficulties, but like, trying to try new things, trying to see what will work, trying to see, oh, okay, can we try this and let's see if it's going to work. If it's not going to work, and then we can try again, just as you said. But like, that's just how it is. And I don't think anyone wants to just sit in a place and not try other things. We all want to be better. So I think that is what will keep pushing anyone, because we don't want to be okay because I'm rich. I don't want to be like um just I want to be richer, like more rich, like it to keep pushing you and all of that. So yeah, that's a very good one, honestly.
Keep
That's a
pushing for the new heights, always the next goal. That is an awesome way of living. You would be surprised. Some people, they don't. Some people, they get so overwhelmed with things and responsibilities that they stop thinking, okay, what do I want to do? They start thinking, what do I have to do? And instead of where can I go next, they think of what can I avoid from failing at? So they
yeah,
play safe. See, your approach was okay, I failed at marketing, I failed at WhatsApp, but it didn't work because I didn't get the result that I wanted. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to go to the other place next. I'm going to go try YouTube next. Oh, YouTube didn't turn out as good as I wanted to. All right, I'm going to go to next. Let me see what's working next. You keep trying it.
yeah. You only just have to keep trying, honestly,
Yeah.
because she just sits and because I actually used to be determined, and then I stopped being determined, and then I'm like, why? Why am I just? Why am I? Why am I scared? Why do I want to stop now? Because I've always wanted to be better, like ever since I've been young. So I told myself, I'm not stopping now, because I know I've envisioned like the kind of life I want to live. So it is not now, and I'm not there yet. So I have to keep going, keep trying. So
Yeah, exactly. Because if you give up, you always have a chance to give up. That's always an option. You can give up and go work some regular customer service job, answer phone calls, and receive a minimum wage, just pay the bills, and that's it. You can settle there. And a lot of people choose that option. They settle
right,
there because it's hard. It's hard to keep pursuing a dream. It's hard to keep trying. It's hard to learn. It's hard to get out of the comfort zone. Hard to try something new. It's hard to keep being consistent. That's something that's not
right,
working until it works.
exactly.
Yeah. And reject it too. When you get so many rejections that for an internship position, it's really hard to say, okay, what's wrong? You're thinking, what's wrong? Or
Yeah,
usually it's, what's wrong with me?
yes. Tell me about that. I had applied severally to different jobs.
How
A
long
lot.
did it take? While applying, how long were you applying in the time? And how many jobs would you say roughly you applied to?
Um, I really cannot count, but like it's been a lot. So let me say like since 2023, because I think I stopped working. I mean, I stopped interning at that insurance company year 2022. Yeah, so 2023, I had plans on furthering my education and all of that, but it didn't work out. So I had to like find a job for myself to learn, to network, and then to of course to make money, which is very important. But I remember, I think I deleted just the emails yesterday because there were a lot. I just get messages like, "Dear Timtope, we are sorry, we cannot do this, but do not think that you are not a good fit for our company. We are just people." I'm not like, please, I need to understand I need this job. But like it's so funny how I just get rejected, but like
How does it feel
I'm
though?
sad.
It feels sad.
Unfortunate, because there are times that I'm actually just so exhausted, like mentally, emotionally, and not just maybe my career, maybe other problems. We all have our problems, like whatever challenges, situation. And the next thing I'm like, how am I going to actually make it in life? I start to think negative, which is actually very bad. And so, like, Since then, I had to like tell myself, thinking negative will not help. Being a pessimist will not help. I need to be optimistic about this. Okay, I don't get this job doesn't mean I'm not good enough. Maybe I need to improve. Maybe I need to do something right. And yeah,
What is the something? What is something that you do wrong and something you do right? From all those rejection emails that you received, how many of them told you exactly what you're doing wrong and how to do it right?
well, not really. I don't think any. I don't think
None.
any have actually told
So
me any. Yeah, none. Just they just tell me, oh, they're like they don't need anyone anymore, or like there's no vacancy anymore, or like they're like my skills are not like um how do I put it now? They're like my skills are not the best for the role, you know. And many of the times, but I think most of the companies I applied to was like Nigerian companies, which actually didn't make sense. So I had to like, do maybe international companies because most Nigerians are after the certificates as a student. They need to be sure that you have a BSc degree, like a bachelor's degree, and all of that. And I don't have one yet, and I'm sorry, but like international companies. Um, I tried applying, and yeah, it was tech related, anyways, because I'm a beginner, right? And this is me. I know like a bit of HTML, CSS, bit of some programming languages that I'm still, trying to improve. But because I don't always want to just become, I don't look down on myself. Actually, I don't look down on myself. I feel like doesn't matter. Those that are applying, they do not have two heads. They have the same head that I do, and they are humans like me. So I just try. I just shoot my shots basically. That's it.
a lot of the rejections you received were done with
Yeah.
one click. You were selected in about 900 or even more of applicants, and somebody clicked once to send you an email. They took them 5 minutes, maybe
Mm,
less than 5 minutes, because the email is a template. It took you hundreds of hours of applying to jobs, and for them, it took less than a minute, less than a second to reject you.
mm.
I think that the employment system is not very productive use of time. A
Well,
way to
okay.
go, because you know your worth, you know what you can do, and they don't. They don't know what you can do. They don't know, and when they find out somebody who can do the job that fits them, they go with them, they go through the interview, take them through the process, select a number of people. If they can't see your presence and the proof that you can do the job, like exactly specific job that is requires specific skills, if certain things are not lined up, automatic rejection. And it is a waste of time of applicants to apply to a job that's looking for candidates online. You know, those one click applications. A better way to go is to apply in person, just like people did 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
To go in
Honestly.
person and talk to the person that is going to hire you. Because, first of all, they're not going to send you an automatic rejection email. They're going to reject you with some feedback. They're going to say, you know what? I'm looking at your portfolio and you don't have experience in this, this, and this. And then you can tell them, oh, I do have experience in that. It's not on my portfolio. Let me show you
Yeah.
where it is. And then you can go from there. You can prove yourself because you have direct connection with them. If you don't have a
Yeah.
direct connection with them, you are fighting with an algorithm.
Very true. Very true. Because I'm going to say that um,
3 years
I
ago.
mean I, I,
I know.
I
I wish I
work.
told myself that 3 years ago, because I did
No,
exactly the same thing. I spent
uh,
a little over a year applying for a graphic design role. I was trying to find something remote, and the jobs that wanted to accept me were pretty much customer service, call jobs, insurance, sales, commission based, and all of those were not graphic design roles that I was looking for.
what you are looking for. Yeah, it does hurt because you don't get the job you actually want. And before she said, I can relate, and I think I know about this because I actually work in the HR department, and the way it is, I mean, we have a lot. There's always a lot of applications, and we look at it and you're like, what is this about? Do we actually want to go through this? You know, yeah, we just please. I don't have time
I don't
to
have
like,
time. Nobody
yeah,
does. That's why
yeah,
automatic.
actually. Yeah, actually, and many of the times you're like, the boss will just say, okay, Team Tucker, please, can you send this to this person? Write this mail. And in my head, I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I want to write this email. In my heart, it breaks my heart, right? But I don't have a choice. I'm going to do that. Because, and every time I get this rejection mails, I just look up, I say, oh, is it these people that are angry at me? Are they like maybe is it now coming back to me now? Because I mean, we do send rejection mails. There could be like 100 applications,
Yeah,
and we just take like a 10.
yeah. You
And
can't
I'm
hire
like,
all of them.
at all.
It's a
It's
waste
so
of
sad.
time. It's a waste of their time
Mm,
to apply to you
yeah,
because you need
honestly,
just
and
10
sometimes,
people. All you need to
yeah,
do is go out in the market, find the
mm,
people, ask them, "Hey, do you want the job? Do you want the job? Do you
yeah,
want the job?" You get 10 people, you stop asking.
true, very true.
And
Very,
for people who are already qualified, because there's a lot of qualified people. What about
yes, true.
what about feedback when you sent the rejection emails through the HR department? Have you given them feedback why they got rejected?
Yeah, we do. For some, we do actually. I tell them, or I don't remember many, but like I think some of them is probably they don't have this because I think in an insurance company, that you must have like your BSc degree, and then you must have your there's a certificate like as an insurance person. There's this CI Chartered Institute or something. So like it's a requirement, like it's a prerequisite, right? It is very necessary that you have the two of them, and you cannot have just one, like and not have the other. It is compulsory to have both of them. So it's either that, and or maybe some of them are not. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember some, but like yeah, most of the times you also always have like to have conversations in most of them because sometimes some people have a very beautiful certificate. Like I mean, their CGPA or whatever that is called is very great, but when you have conversations with them, you're wondering, is this the person with 4.00 something and you're confused like 4.0 rather and you're confused like oh no. I remember a time when we having this interview with this person. This guy was reading from the book. He was reading from the book and the HR just said, please excuse me, can you turn on your camera? And this guy actually did not send any, like he didn't care. He just turned it on. But we knew that he was doing something because he was reading. He was like, okay, like how are you? I'm fine. Okay, good. Okay, what's your name and what? Like, can we meet you and stuff like that? Yeah, my name is so so so. So I'm so 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 so. So. There is no pause. There is
He
no like he was
came
just talking.
prepared. He
Yeah,
came prepared.
that's the kind of
He was
preparation we want.
studying the step-by-step guide on how to pass an interview, and he wrote down the answers, and he wanted to make sure that he does not fail the interview. So he wanted to make sure he touches on all the points.
Honestly, it was funny that day. I can't be like, but yeah. And I think I don't know if it happens over there, but like here in Nigeria, we have core members that when you're done with your bachelor's degree or maybe diploma or something, they go serve, which is like a 1 year program. So most of the times, these core members would come to the organization, which is actually best for them. So you don't just send emails. I mean, yeah, emails or your CV or your NYC. I think there's always a name for it, but like certificate to a company. You have to come yourself. And I've noticed like a lot of them who actually came themselves. That actually, we actually like when we actually needed them in the company, we actually, hired you actually hired. And some of them were actually bold enough to like walk up to me at the time because they're like, oh, down to the HR. And they're like, walk up to me and they're like, oh, please, I want to drop my certificate. I want to drop my CV. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure, drop it. And the next time I'm like, oh, I tell my boss, this is actually very good. Let's hire this person. It's like, okay, sure, let's do that. And those are just sent emails and something. I'm like, don't worry, we have somebody else. It's fine. So it's actually very good to actually, to work up to an organization or work up to the company you want to actually work at, and then make sure they see you, and then they talk to you, have a conversation with you, and they say, okay, I like you, I like the way you talk, and all of that. Because most of the times our certificate don't do that, our CV would not tell. This is a conversation that you have with this person. Because I remember when I applied, it was a friend who actually helped me drop my CV, right? And later I was so um, eager to get this job, so I had to go there myself. So when I went there, she had this conversation with me. It wasn't all that hard. It was just a normal day to day you know conversation, like what's your name, how are you, and then she was
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, I like you. And then she hired me. And then she was
exactly.
like so funny. Like,
That's the
yeah,
best way because
it really
that's
is.
how pretty much I got hired for my internship as a graphic designer. They
Mm,
had the interviews for people. They asked me to come in, show my portfolio, talk about myself. It was conversational style, pretty much get to know the people. The same way I got hired for one of the best mortgage companies here in Tucson. Um, they their recruiter connected me with them. I came in for a conversation, and after the conversation, they talked with the team, and I said, "Yep, you come in. We're good."
yeah,
That's the best way when you talk with
yeah,
people that can make a decision. When you, but it's getting to those people. I think that is very, very separated because of our technology, because of how many people can send in the application, and it takes time for them to send in the application. And then the
yeah,
people who review it, that HR process of application to review, that one is really, really slow. So it
yeah.
takes a long time for people to get to the position where they actually meet and they can say, "Hey, how you doing? I like you."
Actually,
Do you have all the certifications? You do?
mm,
Great, you can start tomorrow. That's what I want for us to evolve into. I want the speediness of the process. Okay, does the person meet the qualifications? Here's the resumes. Here's the person's credentials. Here's the person's project or the person's job, and here's the credentials. And automatically using the technology, links them automatically, and links just enough for the people to respond, say yes, no, like an Uber. Like, hey, there is a person looking for a driver. Say yes, no, and that's
mm,
it. 1 second, done. Instead of spending hours filling out the application, filling out,
mm,
spending all that time getting all those emails. Emails are very, very slow. First of all, it takes time to
yeah,
send an email. It takes really long time to receive it, and it takes even a longer time to try to respond to the person. And then you go back and forth. Oh, when are you available? Yeah, I'm available this time. A few weeks later, no, I'm not
yes,
available. I missed the time, and it takes months. So
yeah,
unproductive. Make
yeah,
it fast. If it's fast, then the connection between the people who just click the applications, it's going to disappear because people would not need to click on applications. It's going to be automatic. Here's the person review. Here's the person's resume. Here's their credentials. Here's their portfolio. Here's all they need to do. Because Azure is going to do that for them. They're going to tell them, okay, to get a job, the minimum you need to prove that you can do what you do. You claim that you're a marketer. Where's your marketing project? Prove it. Get credentials. Prove that you can do what you're claiming that you can do. Because some people, they say, oh, I can do HTML, or I can do CSS, or I can do JavaScript, then they have no projects. How do you know if they can do it or they can't? Because
Yeah.
as a business owner, you can't say, oh yeah, you say you can do it, okay, you're hired. No, you don't
Yeah.
do that.
Come tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't do come tomorrow. You do show me.
Yeah. Show me.
Show me you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's exactly the way that we should approach job looking. We should go ahead and focus on our work, focus on showing people that we can do it. You can run a podcast, you can run a WhatsApp meetup, you can run social media presence for other people and other companies. And here's your review, here's your portfolios, here's the things that you've done, here's the video you've done, here's the video done for that person, here's the posts you've done. So put all that into your portfolio, and that's your proof. Because resume is one thing, and portfolio is a different thing.
Yeah. You're right.
Resume says things about you. Portfolio shows things about you. Showing is better than telling because that's what gives you credibility.
Yeah. True.
Because a lot of people sometimes they even go through a bachelor degree, they go through it and then they forget everything, and
That's
then
very true. Very true.
and it's not worth for a business owner to hire a person who got a bachelor and forgot everything. They'd rather
Yeah.
hire a person who taught themselves and they remember things and they actually can
Yeah.
do stuff.
Yeah. I believe in that. I believe that we should always keep on, like, you keep on doing what you do. Like, if you're a designer, you have to keep on practicing. If you're a programmer, you have to keep on coding, because by the time you anytime you leave or you stop, even if it's just for like a month or two, you forget. And it's not that you're not competent enough, or you're dumb, or you're dim-witted or anything. It's just, practice, they say, makes perfect, and you just have to keep doing these things. Because I'm going to talk about this one. I remember when, because I'm not the type to, maybe there's something that, like, handwork, or maybe trying to use my hands to, do something like maybe tailoring, or maybe I'm crafting, or it's not me. But I tried. I think after secondary school, I guess I tried learning bead making. I did learn it, and it was perfect. Bead making, and there's one other thing, but I don't remember the name now. I tried learning bead. Yeah, I also did tie and dye. Like, I don't know if it's a thing there, but like it's a thing here. You dye clothes. It's like the color. It changes, and there's a way to go about it. This is chemical they use and all of that. I actually learned that. I think after, like, after a year is even good. I think a year is even, I'm exaggerating, but like, honestly, after like 6 months, after 6 months of learning, I didn't do anything, and there was no way to practice. I just learned it and I just sat down. I don't remember anything, like nothing. I wanted to go to this big what's it called, shop to like learn, but then I got busy with school, and then, oh, I forgot everything. And I cannot
Still,
say,
if you
yes,
have done it, you feel familiar.
actually.
So
Mm,
relearning is faster and then
yeah,
it
it's faster.
sticks longer. If you learned
Exactly
it
what I was
once and you can prove it that you learned it, the
mm,
next time you learn it
yeah,
is going to be
yeah,
deeper, it's going to be more
yeah,
knowledgeable.
yeah,
So that you even though you never got around to relearning it, you were still thinking about it. And at some point down later in life, maybe you decide to do it again. And when you do again, you're going to have familiarity with
yeah,
that you've done it before. And when you
yeah,
relearn it, the technical part of it, it's going to be smoother, faster, and you know that you can do it. If you never knew that you can do it, like for example, I never done it, and I don't know if I can do it. Maybe I can, but I don't think I have an interest in it. And you
Yeah.
did it, and you know if you have an interest in it, you know that you do. That at some point you might want to do it again.
Right.
Or if some business requires it and they want some custom t-shirt design, and you're thinking, t-shirt design, I have a great idea. You can do something like this. This is very creative. No, like nobody else does it. It's an advantage, something for the marketing.
Right. Very right. I was going to say the same thing because like I I have this I still have this beaded mat that I made, like this table, very small table, not all that small, small table, like dining mat. You know, it's always in my house, and I stare at it and I'm like, oh, I actually did this because I didn't actually, you know, think. I never thought I'll be able to do that because I've never liked anything that has to do with me crafting or me. I hated it so much, but then I really did this. That I'm proud of myself. So I feel like if I come across anything like that, I'll be able to do it. And I just know if I or maybe even watch a video, and if I'm actually ready to put my mind to it, I will actually do it. So yeah, it's just that. It's just like that. And even with I remember I deferred from this program, this software engineering program. And when I came back, it was easier for me. I wouldn't say all that, but I knew, like, I got to know many things than when I used to, like, like earlier.
Hmm.
And it was good.
The same way I learned my HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Started out in what, maybe 2016, and I kept learning. The first time I learned was like, okay, I briefly can do something. I can copy somebody else's code and then paste it and make it work a little bit. I did it into my own. I can do certain problem solving. I can do some design, some styling. It looks pretty bad when I do it, but when I copy somebody else's style, it looks good.
It was good. Oh my
Well, it has to be free for commercial use. So I learned that in graphic design too. When you copy, it
God.
gotta be a permitted copy, not just stealing. So I also learned that nothing is original, that everything is remade, reused. For example, the words we use, they were created by somebody else and we're using them. The shapes we use, the colors, already created, we're just reusing it all in our own creative way. So a little adjustment to something that's already existing, it's good enough.
It's not a bad idea. Exactly. I remember. I remember when I started. I was like, and then this person. I was like, oh, okay. I have a problem. I need to Um, do this task, and then sorry, I need to do this task, but I don't know how to go about it, and I'm trying not to copy someone else's code. And the guy said, "There is nothing like copying codes in programming. You have to practice. You have to like, okay, pick this. Anything that you see that, oh, okay, this is good. Then try to paste it on your own, maybe terminal, and then go through it, make some adjustments, and see for yourself if it's going to work. Try to reach out to other people because there's actually nothing like stealing codes or copying codes in program. So since
The
then,
difference between coder and a programmer: coder steals code, copy and paste it, doesn't know
yeah,
what it does, but it works.
exactly,
Programmer
yeah,
actually knows how things work.
yeah, they actually do.
And
And also make your adjustments.
yeah, exactly. Make the adjustments, be able. Well, coder can do some adjustments and then make sure that everything still works okay.
Mm.
But the programmer can make adjustments and understand why it's working the
This
way
is
it
not
is,
working.
or
Yes,
why the bug is happening, and be able to debug if
debug.
the error exists. For a
Right.
coder, it's more challenging.
Yeah, true. I think I said as a coder at first
Me
because
too.
yeah, I got so overwhelmed. Like when I started ALX was oh god, ALX is actually a very tough program. I can't even lie. And as a beginner, it's a lot. So I started talking to other persons. I've just copy and paste this, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. And oops, so sorry.
It's okay. Your video went off, or your light went off.
Oh, right.
Your light went off.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Is that common in Nigeria? Your lights went up, go off.
It does happen, but I don't think that is a problem. Just I think they're trying to fix something here. It's going to come up
In
back.
our area, it's often they just turn off the water. They like email about 10 minutes before they turn it off, and then they turn it off.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'd
think just
rather have the lights go off uh, than the
water
water.
go up.
Water's
Yeah,
But now I
water is,
learned that I have to keep a jug of water, about the gallon, in my fridge all the time.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
best.
Figure out the ways. Life is challenging everywhere. And like learning, trying to do things, to accomplish things, there's always challenges going up our ways. And the
Okay.
challenges I think are going through mostly when we're trying to do something.
Mm,
If we weren't trying to do anything, if we were just like, lazy, kind of like, I'm gonna go get a normal job. I'm not gonna try to pursue the career. I'm just gonna get what I can and then stay there. And then you're earning, but you're not going anywhere. And
yeah.
it's the creatives who are trying to fight for using their talents and improving in different ways. I think that's why we're meeting those challenging.
It is. It really is. Because I don't want to settle for less. I told myself I don't want to settle for less. I don't want to do something because this is not working and I have to say, oh, okay, let's just keep going with this. Let's just manage. So it's not good enough. I want to make money. I want to make a lot of money. I want to be a popular person. I want to be a celebrity. So I mean, I have to keep working towards it, and yeah, I'm going to achieve it. It's going to take a long time, a very long time, and that to me, it's going to take a long time. But like in the blink of an eye, I'm like, oh, okay, here we
Imagine
are.
yourself there. Imagine yourself popular with a lot of money. What do you do next?
Oh, oh, you actually make me go blank. But okay, what do I do next? What do I do next? Honestly, if I become popular, right, it's a lot of money.
When?
Yeah, when I become popular, okay, with a lot of money, I
Imagine yourself there right now. That you're there. You're popular and you have a lot of money. That you don't need. You achieved it.
right.
By the way, how much is a lot of money?
Uh, so really, I can't say. I really cannot say. I really cannot say. I just also believe in being financially stable, being able to sort out my bills, not stressing, not feeling like I need to work a lot than like a lot more because I need to pay a certain bill or to do this. I just want to be comfortable, like financially comfortable that whenever anything comes up, oh yeah, I can fix that or I can settle that, I can work that out. Yeah. And if I want to be popular, I am just going to be chilling, right? And making maybe invest in other good things that would, um like for the like for as long as I live and my children to come and grandchildren, like lifetime thing, something that no, okay, I'm just going to make sure that no one from my family suffers because I am now popular, I am now better. And honestly, money is you think that you have a lot of money and you look at it again. I just believe in you having a lot of money also, you know, calls out a lot of expenses because there's a lot you're doing more than usual, and it's just actually a lot. But we all want to be comfortable. I actually want to be financially comfortable. That's okay for me. Yeah,
Is 10 million a lot of money?
I don't think so. 10 million? Are we talking 10 million naira
10
or
million, not a lot of money. Is 1 billion a lot of money?
Tell me, 1 billion is something, but it's still
One
a lot of
billion?
money.
That's 1,000 millions.
Yeah, it's
That's a lot
something,
of
but
money.
it's not. It's something, but it's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of
Because
money.
it's not a lot of money because
What does
we are
Elon
going.
Musk have right now? He's the richest person in the world.
Mm,
I mean, his net worth right now. Let me see. He got 225.5 billion. Oh, that's worth. That's like his assets combined. So 225 billion, is that a lot of money? Look at life of Elon Musk. He's famous.
sure. Mm-hmm. Trust me.
He
There's
he
so
does
many.
what he wants. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go to Mars.
Mm. I want
I'm
to go
gonna
to
make
sleep.
a potato gun. He's a creative too. Yeah.
Mm.
Is that a lot of money? Would it let you do what you want to do?
That would let me, but um, I don't think Elon Musk is going to sit down. He's going to want to get
He's
more.
not because he's crazy.
Yeah, he is actually.
What about
He
you?
is.
Are you gonna sit down and say, okay, this is good now. This
No,
is this
never.
is enough. I don't want to do it no more. I'm good. I don't want to be a public figure no more. You know what? You guys can be a public figure on your own. When is enough?
I don't think so. That's why I said I don't think so. We all want
You don't think
self-love.
it's gonna be enough?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, oh, that's good, but like sitting down and saying, oh, okay,
Okay,
I'm
I
tired.
give up. I don't want to air. I don't want to be live no more.
No, please. I'm going to be there. I'm still going to be in that, you know,
You're
digital
gonna be an
world.
80-year-old lady who's still going live and still inspiring people.
That's something. Honestly, that's something. That's something. You know. But in all,
I don't think you need a lot of money to be able to sustain your lifestyle, go travel the world, buy the things that you want to have, like
mm,
luxury, like once in a while. You don't need a lot of money for that. And then do the things that you want to do. Yeah, for that you don't need a lot of money. Just you have to decide on the goal.
mm, I just also feel that you have to do the right things. Just do the right things. Just invest in the right business. Set your goals. Yeah,
Investing
good.
in yourself, first of all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what you've been doing.
yeah.
All
That's
right.
most.
Well, it was a great conversation. I am
Yeah,
happy I got to see your the way you started out facing the challenges of trying to find an internship, facing the challenges going through communications major, and trying things out, see if they work, see if they don't work, and meeting a lot of rejection, still going through it and pursuing your career, still going through education, switching major into from communication into tech, now getting interested in UI design, and I'm excited for your progress.
thank you.
All
Thank you
right,
so much.
great talk.
Okay, I think leaving something out. I think I actually got a job somehow, but yeah,
When are you starting?
next month.
Starting next month, as a social media manager or a different kind of job?
Something related to that manager at the marketing agency. Yeah,
Marketing agency manager. Amazing. That's nice. See, all that work, all that rejection was for this exact moment that in a month you're starting as a
yeah.
as a manager in a marketing agency. Amazing.
Thank you.
All right, great. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Do you have any final thoughts, final words you want to share with people?
I'm just going to say that keep pursuing your dreams, do not give up. If you're Nigerian and you can hear me, no grief for anybody. And yeah, you just have to keep pushing. It's going to be hard, really hard. I'm not here to sweet talk you and tell you it's going to be good or better, you know. It's going to be really hard because of course Rome isn't built in a day. It was a lot of work, a lot of people, and you know, we came together to achieve this. Also, make sure to network. Do not isolate yourself. Do not be a lone wolf. As they always say to programmers, you can't be a lone wolf in programming. You have to connect to people. You have to talk to people. You need to ask your peers lots of questions. You don't know everything. You can't even know everything. So go out there, go explore, and do better. And also set goals. Very important. I usually don't used to set goals, and it did affect me. But set goals, and I think it's working. So please do set goals. Do things in the right way. That's it. And I don't believe in the right way. I feel just do anything, and then you come back and see if what actually need to continue. Because I feel like sometimes advising people is like stressing myself because I feel people always want to do whatever they want to do. Yeah, go to explore, do whatever,
Stop
and then
talking about it. Go do it.
go